All right, welcome back. I hope that you got your irresistible offer put together, or at least you are going in the right direction of getting that accomplished. Well, today I want to talk to you about how to now get traffic to that offer. Now, there is probably, I would say, 5 really popular ways right now to do that. But for us in the very beginning, all I knew was Facebook. And when I say all I knew Facebook, I mean like I knew how to log in. I knew I had a personal page full of friends, and some business friends were on there, but I didn't have a fan page. I didn't have any fans. I didn't have a list. I didn't have any technical know-how. But Facebook ads were fairly new back then. 5.5 years ago, they were just coming out. So I decided to dabble into Facebook ads. Now remember, I said I leveraged a system in the past video. So what I did is I grabbed one of their capture pages, and I actually think it was on how to get fans to your fan page back then, and 5 simple, easy steps. So what a great irresistible offer that was. So what I did is I created a Facebook ad, and I went through the steps that Facebook laid out for me on creating that ad, and I just tested it. I just tried it out. Started generating leads that day. Not a lot of leads, maybe 1 or 2 leads. Was probably paying way too much than I needed to pay because I didn't have the skill perfected yet. But what I did is I did it. I went out there and took action, and that's what is so important. Instead of trying to sit back and wait for everything to be perfect, you need to dive in. You need to dive in and take action, and that's what I did. I didn't worry about whether everything was going to be perfect, because it's much better to make mistakes along the way and learn from them. That's the only way you're going to get better. If you wait for something to be perfect, you wait for yourself to be perfect, your videos to be perfect, the camera to be perfect, the microphone, you're never going to get done. You're never going to get started. We are always trying to perfect things along the way, and that's what you should be doing also. So that's what I did. 1 capture page, 1 offer, all right? You guys probably should have gotten that offer, or you're on the way to get your offer created, and pick a marketing method. So let's talk about some different marketing methods, because that's really what I want to talk about today in this video, because I want to help you, discover what you would be really good at. So when I say really good at that, all right, if I were not a great blogger, which I'm not. I'm not a good writer at all, but I would see people out there having a ton of success blogging. Back then there was this guy that was just raking in signups on automation, never picking up the phone, because he was great at blogging and SEO. All right, now SEO makes me pull my hair out. I mean, I know some SEO, but it takes a lot of work, a lot of energy, and Google's always changing that algorithm. It just became frustrating for me. But he was raking in the signups, and I was like, that must work. I want to be a blogger, and I'm sure you're experiencing that too. You see us, successful at Facebook. I want to do Facebook or YouTube marketing. I want to be a YouTube marketer, or solo ads. Somebody making millions of dollars from solo ads. I want to be a solo ad, marketer. Here's the deal. Don't force yourself to be something you're not. So I remember in the beginning there was this girl that did videos. She was so good. She was very quirky and funny, and I loved them, and I thought that's what I needed to do, because what I did is I looked at what attracted me to that, what made me laugh, what got me to want to buy from her, and I tried to do that same thing. But it turned out that I wasn't really funny like she was. I mean, like, she put funny wigs on. I mean, I tried one time to be like that, and I was like, oh wow, that's embarrassing. That's not even me. So don't be something you're not. All right? When I said I'm not a blogger, I'm horrible at writing. I have dyslexia. I misspell words all the time. I have poor grammar. It's just part of who I am. But I'm better at videos, or I'm better at doing Facebook advertising. So don't force yourself. Just because you see somebody having a lot of success at that, don't force yourself to do something you're not comfortable with, because if you do that, it's going to come through in your marketing. So let's talk about blogging and the truth behind blogging. If you're going to blog and you look at somebody out there that's really successful at blogging and they're raking in the money, you've got to remember the road they walked to get there. How long did it really take them to become a successful blogger? You see, a lot of people see that person as a successful blogger, and they think that, oh wow, I can just step in the shoes of being a blogger and I can be successful like that too immediately. It doesn't happen like that. It could take years, depending on how consistent you are, to be a successful blogger, because that blogger has been building his or her brand awareness out there, doing some SEO behind the scenes that maybe you don't even see that you're aware of. So remember that blogging, just because you create a blog like we did in the very beginning, we thought, oh, let's create a blog and start blogging every day and we'll start making gobs of money. Well, as soon as we did that, we realized How do we get traffic? I mean, we looked around. How do we get traffic? Nobody's coming to our blog. Maybe 1 or 2 a day because I posted it on Facebook. See, a lot of marketers don't think like that are just starting out. How are you going to get traffic? Okay? So if you're going to be a blogger, you need to understand that you got to blog every single day. I would say in the very beginning, like 5 days a week out of the 7. Be consistent. You got to focus on building your list so you can email your blog updates to your list telling them you wrote a blog post. And you got to learn some SEO. You've got to rank. You've got to rank your posts. I'm being 100% truthful with you here. You've got to rank. You've got to know SEO if you're going to start out blogging. If you're not ranking, it's going to take you a really long time to build up a blog audience, all right? Or if you're doing some sort of paid advertising to get traffic to your blog post, all right, then that's going to be quicker. But if you're just blogging and expecting to make gobs of money from just blogging with no sort of back-end traffic source to get traffic to your blog post, it's going to take you a really long time. All right, so there's some truth there. Now, solo ads. A lot of people think, oh, solo ads are easy. I pay $100, I'm going to get 100 clicks to my offer, whatever offer you put together. Well, solo ads, the traffic, for me, what I found is the traffic tends to be of lower quality compared to what I can get on Facebook. Now, the reason why that is because usually when I create ads on Facebook, I'm targeting our own fans. So they're a little bit more obviously familiar with us. But with solo ads, you're borrowing someone else's list of subscribers, all right? So say I go out there and say, hey, Joe, will you send my Facebook cheat sheet offer to your list of 30,000 subscribers and get me 100 clicks and I'll pay you $100. That's how it works. So you're basically renting someone else's list. Now you've got to remember that you are probably not the only person that's renting that list out. That's how solo ads work. So you're probably in a sea of other marketers who are renting out Joe's list, and that Joe's list is getting peppered with offers every single day because people are willing to pay Joe to do that. That's how solo ads work. So it tends to be probably not as good of quality traffic. Now, do solo ads work? Absolutely they work. If you're willing to do the work on the follow-up. See, most people will say, oh, I just bought 1,000 clicks, I didn't make one sale. Well, it's not the fault of the solo ad provider, it's usually the fault of you, the marketer, because it's the follow-up series that you have to have in place, which we'll go over in another video, in order for you to convert those leads into sales. But again, from past experience for me, I'm not knocking solo ads, but I've used them in the past, maybe 5 or 6 times, but I didn't have much success with it because I found the quality of traffic was much better by using Facebook ads and targeting our own fans. So be realistic about that. If something is really easy, it's just really easy to get traffic, all you got to do is slap some money down and someone does the work for you and you expect the traffic to come in and they promise you that you're going to make $1 million, that's a red flag, all right? It's not that easy, all right? Nothing about marketing is easy, all right? It takes time to learn marketing methods. And when you decide, after I go through some of these marketing methods, which one to choose, make a commitment to master that marketing method and stick with it. Stick with it for 6 months and don't focus on anything else. 6 months, master that marketing method. Get a PhD in it. If you're going to be a blogger, blog 6 months straight consistently. If you're going to do solo ads, start sending solo ads every single day. Get a calendar out and really map it out. You can build a list fast, but you got to remember that list that you're building, that person on your list is probably on every other marketer out there that bought from Joe. All right, so that's why solo ads are a little, I think it's like rolling the dice and hoping that you score a Yahtzee. Not a big fan of that. Then there's YouTube marketing. YouTube is great, or video marketing is a great way to build your brand. So me sitting here in front of the camera talking to you gives you the sense that, okay, I see Michelle, I know who she is, I hear her voice, I know her personality. Yeah, I like her, or maybe you don't like me, all right? So this gives your audience the opportunity to put a face to your voice, to your name, and gives them a chance to really get to know you. So doing videos is a great way to build your brand, and a great way to provide a lot of value. And again, it takes you being consistent. Now, what I would like to say is just because you're making videos doesn't mean you're going to get views on your YouTube channel. You know, in the beginning, I would make a couple of videos and expect people to watch my videos. I would go back and check, nobody watched, check a day later, oh, my mom watched, check the next day, oh, my cousin watched. Again, it's marketing. You've got to drive traffic to those videos. And through videos, it's usually SEO. You're ranking your videos for particular keywords, or you're doing paid traffic, which you could do paid traffic. You do Facebook ads and drive traffic to your videos, or you can do YouTube marketing and drive traffic to your videos too. So the same thing, if you're going to choose YouTube or video marketing, you've got to have some sort of marketing method to drive traffic to those videos. Now, finally, is there social media, okay? Now, I would say most of the social media platforms are going to be the same, like Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, Periscope, whatever else is out there. You're really going to have to lead with value because, like I said in the video before, people don't get on these social media channels to buy something. So remember that when you're marketing on social media, you've got to lead with value. So what is that value going to be? It's going to be your offer. But not only that, meaning the capture page that you created from that first video, your irresistible offer. But not only that, you've got to build relationships with people on social media. It's very important that you do that. So with Facebook, you know, what we did is we created a fan page. We always have a likes ad running to build up our fan base. Then we engage and we interact with our fan base. Even when we only had 5 fans when we first started out, now we're over 80,000. We interact with them every single day. We give them value. Then from there, we will create a Facebook ad with our irresistible offer and target our fans because they already know who we are. They've already clicked like and they like our fan page. So they're already familiar with who we are. And so when we do present some sort of offer, they know, oh, I know Bill and Michelle. They provide a ton of value. So sure, I'm gonna opt into this because I can bet that this is probably gonna give me a ton of value because I know the kind of value they put into the marketplace. Social media is all about relationships. It's all about the user experience. Facebook doesn't care about the marketer. They care about the user experience. You've got to play by their rules. You've got to play by the guidelines, and you've got to increase the user experience. If you're not increasing the user experience on Facebook, you're going to get shut down. So that's how it really works when it comes to social media. So if you can get on a social media platform that has paid advertising, you're going to scale your business a lot faster. Now, I do know a lot of people that just do Instagram and generate leads for free, but it's a lot of work. You know, same thing on Facebook. There's people that do things for free on Facebook. Just reach out to random people. It's a lot of work. You can't scale that. So remember that if you're having to do, you know, let me reach out to 5 people today, get them on my list, talk to them about my offer, and maybe that makes you $100. You got to remember, if you want to make 200, now you've got to double that output. If you want to make 300 or 400, you've got to, you know, quadruple that output. With paid advertising, all you have to do is add more money. You're not increasing the output. All right, so that's the difference when we talk about scaling. So if you want my advice, what we did in the very beginning, and you're watching this video, so I'm assuming that you want to do what we did. You know, you want to hear what we did, follow that exact blueprint. We did paid advertising. Like I said in the very beginning, I grabbed a capture page from the system we were leveraging. I went out on Facebook, created a Facebook ad, and started generating leads that day. And then it started increasing each and every week because I got better and better at my marketing. Once I got better and better, I got to add more money into that marketing. The lead flow started to increase to where we were generating consistently 20 to 40 to 50 leads a day. And that's when our income really started to skyrocket. When we hit about $10,000 a month, we were generating about 20 to 25 leads a day. So I think personally, for all of you, that if you want to build your business fast and you don't want to keep increasing your output of time, do paid advertising. And again, as I shared some of these different marketing methods, some truth behind it, think about that. You know, when you choose a marketing method, are you willing to do videos consistently every single day? For women, it's a little bit harder because we got to shower, do our hair, put on makeup. Men, you might choose video marketing. Blogging, are you willing to, and do you have the time, are you willing to commit to blogging every single day, at least 5 days a week? You know, how much money can you put into your paid advertising? This is your business, and you've got to treat it like a business. We are very fortunate that we were able to get into our business in the very beginning for $400 or $500 and spend, you know, $10 a day in advertising and build, you know, an income of over $750,000 last year. Granted, you know, we spent way more money last year than we did in the very beginning, but I'm saying we're very fortunate to be able to get into this home-based business industry so inexpensively and build something that we have now. And you've got to remember that, all right? Some people gripe about the fact that I don't have any money. I can't afford to leverage that system because I don't have $50 a month, or I don't have $10 a day in advertising. Then be realistic in what to expect out of your business. You've got to put money into it to get money out of it, all right? If this is just a hobby for you, you're going to earn hobby income. Don't expect to be earning a 6-figure income. If you want a 6-7-figure income, then work it like a 6-7-figure income business. There are a lot of great marketers out there that earn that kind of income. You can look at their daily habits. You can look at the kind of money they spend in personal development, into training, and what they do in their own business as far as advertising goes, and you can see exactly why they're earning 6, 7, 8 figures, right? Paid advertising is scalable, and you can build your business fast. Many of you out there want to build your business really fast, but you're not willing to do paid advertising. You're not willing to do the work that it takes to build a successful business. So you've got to find a way to do that. You've got to cut back on some things if you're on a tight budget and put that money into your business if you want this bad enough. So I hope you got a lot of value out of this. I really kind of wanted to go over some of the different marketing methods that you can use to promote your irresistible offer. Our favorite is Facebook. We started out using that in the very beginning. That's how come we were able to generate that fast income within 6 months, because we did paid advertising. And I had $1 a day budget back then. I mean, now that's equivalent to about $5 or $10 a day on Facebook, but back then, that's all I had, all right? I started out, look where we are today. It's okay to have a small budget. Don't let that beat you up, but just as long as you're putting something into it. All right, so next video, we're gonna talk about something that's really gonna help you go from where you are now, where you have that irresistible offer, you have now chosen a marketing method, then we're gonna go from there to really start helping you make some money. So I'll see you in the next training. Bye-bye.